Hello and welcome to the USA Breaking News on 25th March 2026. USA Iran, war and diplomacy deadlocks. As March 25, 2026, the United States has proposed a ceasefire framework requiring Iran to immediately halt all missile and proxy attack, guarantee free passage through the Strait of Hormuz, and return to negotiation under international mediation while restoring cooperation with the International Atomic Energy Agency for nuclear oversight. In exchange, Washington has signed a limited phrases sanction relief tied to compliance. Iran signaled a strong resistance to USA-backed ceasefire frameworks, dismissing ongoing diplomatic effort amid continued strikes and missile exchange. Iranian officials indicated the negotiation lack of legitimacy, with one spokesperson stating the USA was negotiating with itself, not with Iran, underscoring a deep stalemate as a civilian and military casualties rises. However, Pakistan emerged as a key intermediary, reportedly conveying USA proposal to Tehran while maintaining public neutrality. Officials have not disclosed details, but the move reflects a growing reliance on a regional actor to de-escalate tension as direct negotiation remains stalled. China-Japan diplomatic security incident during a March 25, 2026 briefing. China confirmed that Japanese individual armed with knife entered its embassy premises in Japan, prompting a formal protest. Beijing stated it has lodged serious representation with the Japanese sides, while Japanese authorities detained the suspect, highlighting fragile diplomatic sensitivities. In Denmark, a government resignation. Denmark Prime Minister Mette announced her resignation after tightly contested a general election left no clear governing majority, triggering complex coalition negotiation. In her statement, she emphasized the need for swift political stability amid a global uncertainty, warning that Europe faces moment that demands a strong and unfettered leadership, while signaling her willingness to support the formation of broad, stable governments. European Union a monetary policy warning. On March 25, 2026, the European Central Bank indicated it is prepared to raise interest rates in near a term as surging energy prices linked to ongoing geopolitical tension threaten to ignite inflation across the Eurozone. The officials stressed that continued volatility could feed into broader price pressure and weaken economic momentum, warning that prolonged instability may significantly increase the risk of slower growth or potential recession. In the United Kingdom, inflation and energy concerns. On March 25, 2026, the UK reportedly inflation holding steady at the 3%, but officials and economists warned that the rising energy costs, still driven by volatility linked to the Middle East crisis, could quickly push prices higher. Policymakers signaled that if these pressures persist, the Bank of England may be forced to maintain or tighten monetary policy further, as analysts cautioned that sustained oil market instability could prolong inflation and weigh on economic growth. In Australia, a labor unrest and energy shock. On March 25, 2026, more than 2,000 staff at Australian Broadcasting Corporation went on strike over wages and AI-related job concern, marking one of the broadcaster's largest labor action. Simultaneously, a fuel price surged past $3 per litre, reflecting global supply strain linked to the Middle East crisis. In FIFA World Cup playoff, European playoff intensity. 16 national remains in concentration in the European playoff for the final World Cup 2026 sports, with the crucial matchups to set to determine which teams advance to the final this summer. However, Italy's national team faces the risk of missing a third consecutive FIFA World Cup due to the ongoing struggles, prompting introspection from the football officials and commentators over youth developments and tactical direction. In the Democratic Republic of Congo, emerged victorious in the CAF playoff final in November 2025, earning the continent's sole Africa place in the Intercontinental Playoff, where they will face teams from other confederations on 26 and the start one match in 2026 for one of the final World Cup spots. DRC now prepare for that decisive mini tournament alongside the team from CONCACAF, FC, CONMEBOL and OFC as the final chance to qualify for the 2026 final in North America. Asia World Cup qualifying FC playoff Asia roads to the expanded FIFA World Cup 2026 featured multiple rounds of qualifiers administered by the Asian Football Confederation. In the third round of men's qualification, six teams secured direct spots in the tournament finals, including nationals like Japan, Iran, Saudi Arabia, Australia, Qatar, and Uzbekistan, countries finishing as a runners-up in the fourth round. They then competed in the fifth round playoff. Two legs tie played last year between Iraq and the United Arab Emirates, with Iraq advancing to the Interconfederation playoff for the one final World Cup slot. See, that Interconfederation tournament involving teams from other regions is scheduled in late March 2026 as the last chance for those nationals to qualify for the global finals. Those were the latest regional and international developments. For continued updates, in-depth analysis, and breaking news, stay with the USA New Times, your trusted source for global affairs.